My name is Evan Frank. I'm a utility crew leader with the Marin Municipal Water District. So when I left high school, I got in my car and I drove down to Southern California. And I kind of made my way down there, and I ended up actually getting a pretty good job working for drilling oil, working on offshore drilling rigs, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, flying the helicopter out as a roughneck drilling for oil. It was a really interesting job, but it's also up and down. And then I ended up as a carpenter building high-end homes, and I really enjoyed that, but it was a little unstable. And one day I was driving by the water district and I said, you know, I bet they're working today, because it was a rainy day. And it was El Nino, and I'd not been working much. And so sure enough, they were. And I applied and luckily ended up getting the job. Once I hired on here, the training here is fantastic. And there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of good on-the-job training. When I hired on here, there was a lot of people are retiring now, but there's a lot of guys that have been here for a long time, and they taught me a lot. I would say for anyone looking for a position in our industry, the materials are now out there so that someone could be proactive and actually go out and get them. And a lot of guys that are applying now have a D1 or a T1. And certainly we have training in-house. There's a lot of resources out there, but it's a really important thing. It's getting more and more important as time goes on. And it is required, if you're going to be working on pipes, that you have at least a grade D1. It's just every day is different. I mean, some people are cut out for sitting in front of a computer screen, you know, all day and doing that. A lot of people are, and there are those of us who do enjoy being outdoors, who do enjoy the physicality of a job, and we do our very best. We go out there, we tear up the street. Sometimes we have to get into people's lawns if the property line isn't, you know, the way it says it is, but we always try and put everything back just the way we found it, and better, because no matter whether we're replacing a meter box or working on a 30-inch transmission line, we're making improvements. Even if it's a repair, it's an improvement. Or we sometimes run 300 feet of water main, or install a brand new fire hydrant, or run a fire line to a hospital. Okay, these are all improvements, and so that's fulfilling. I think a good work ethic is really important. I think being motivated is really important. Willing to learn. You know, this is a changing field. When I started in the water district, it was all paper. At my desk, where I even have an iPad that I can look up infrastructure records, I can look up job drawings, I can look up hydrant cards. All the information is there. Computer work is really we're going paperless, basically. We have a lot of big trucks around here, as you can see. A lot of the guys that come in here are going to be required to drive these trucks. There is in-house training, but if you come through the gate and you go to an interview at the district and you've got a D1 and a B license, that's really going to bode well.